Thank you. Mr. Craig, is there anything you'd like to see on your own behalf or say on your own behalf?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to thank the court for the opportunity, and I'm deeply sorry for my actions.
All right, Mr. Nassif, I'm going to let your client in.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
we'll get you on your way today. Okay, there we go. Okay, Mr. Craig, if you can unmute your device and start your video, please. Thank you. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Trevor Scott Craig, file number 25-22388FH. I have attorney Nader Nassif appearing on behalf of the defendant. And this is the date and time set for sentencing in this matter. Mr. Nassif, you received the pre-sentence investigation report.
Yes, Your Honor, I have. And I did share
Excellent.
with Mr. Craig, and there's no additions or corrections to it.
All right, thank you. Mr. Coast has provided, he's my pretrial service coordinator. He has provided an update dated October 17th of 25, stating that Mr. Craig has been doing 2 times a day PBTs with a remote breath machine since mid-August. He does not miss, and he is always 0%, 0.000% BAC, and he has done well abstaining from alcohol. So, Mr. Craig, you reviewed the pre-sentence report with your attorney.
Correct.
Okay, and are you satisfied with Mr. Nassif as your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And let me get the fines and costs of the misdemeanor. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Very well. Let's see. All right, so there is a recommendation for fines and costs. Oh, okay. So you pled to the count 2 OWI and attempted fleeing and eluding. So, and Mr. Craig, are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any dependents?
No.
Okay. All right, now, Mr. Craig, Mr. Nassif said you didn't wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the report. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Nassif, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client before the court passes the sentence?
Yes, Your Honor, I would. I did get from Mr. Craig about 4 sheets worth of AA attendance that starts. Let me just, if I can just pull that up briefly here. That starts back from August 4th. And Your Honor, it's pretty consistent attendance, if not every day, every a couple days after that. He has been faithfully attending AA. I also did receive 2 letters of support, one from an AA member, and then from his therapist. I'm happy to read those if the court wishes. I will say that he has been very upfront with this and has really taken, the responsibility and initiative to try to right this wrong and try to get to the sort of core of why this sort of happened. And I would just say that I don't believe I would expect to see Mr. Craig in a courtroom again for anything criminal. He has been faithful with his testing and has complied with all the court's conditions. This is a first offense. He's never been in trouble prior to this. I think he's learned quite the lesson from this, and not just doing these to make the court happy, but I think these are things that he really took on himself. Really not so much at my direction, honestly. These are things that he took the initiative himself to do, and he's doing them, frankly, regardless if the court would order them of him to do them or not. So I would say that I think he's done great with this, and I think he's really taken the steps necessary to move forward. So I would echo the same recommendation. I would ask that you follow the recommendation and send some just fines and costs, Judge.
All right,
The
thank
court
you.
hears progress,
Mr. Craig, is there
sobriety, and
anything
promises
you
of
would like to
change.
see on your own behalf?
Support
Or
letters
say on your
paint
own
a
behalf?
picture of redemption
Yes,
and
Your Honor.
responsibility.
I'd like to
Then the
thank
judge
the
reminds
court
him
for the
how close he
opportunity.
came to life in Prizo.
And
Thank you. Mr. Craig, is there anything you'd like to see on your own behalf or say on your own behalf?
yes, Your Honor. I'd like to thank the court for the opportunity, and I'm deeply sorry for my actions that day. I also am thankful for them, as in AA we talk about like the gift of desperation, and it definitely gave me that gift of desperation and willingness to get help with my mental issues, mental health, and substances with alcohol. Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
Well, thank you both. In determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report, which didn't apply here, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been set upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law and protection of society. I'm going to follow the recommendation in this matter and only assess fines and costs. Sir, this could have gone completely different. Someone could have been killed and you would have been facing life in prison if it wasn't you that was killed. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So on count 2, OWI first degree, you will pay a $250 fine, $50 in state costs, a $75 crime victim rights fee, and a $100 cost of prosecution. On count 3, attempted fleeing and eluding 4th degree, I'm going to assess a $200 fine, $50 in state costs, and that's it. So you are working full-time, you have no dependents, so I would just ask that you pay that within 90 days. That will be paid on the 3rd floor of the courthouse at the circuit court clerk's office, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, we are going to mail to you 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review along with the self-addressed stamped envelope. The first copy will indicate you're supposed to initial and date it. Go ahead and initial and date it to acknowledge receiving the paperwork, fold it up, put it back in that self-addressed envelope. And I have to explain this sometimes to people because they don't know. You can put it in your mailbox with the flag up or drop it off at the post office and return that to us. If you wish to appeal your sentence, fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form, even in that envelope or in a separate envelope to the address listed on the form. Mr. Craig, I wish you the best of luck and thank you for taking this seriously, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Nassif, thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Mr. Murphy, you ready on late?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is he in jail?
No, Your Honor.
Oh. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher David Lape. This is file number 25-22333FH, and Matthew Murphy appearing on behalf of Mr. Lape. I have received a letter dated October 17th of 2025 from Darren Coast, the pretrial services coordinator, who states that Mr. Lape has done a great job participating in the Hillsdale Family Treatment Court. He drug tests there and with me as required and is always completely negative. Mr. Lape also presents with a positive attitude. I commend him for his efforts. So I'm very glad to hear that, Mr. Lape. So, Mr. Lape, have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had ample opportunity to discuss that with Mr. Murphy, your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Murphy as your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Murphy, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
No, Your Honor.
The probation department, does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect?
No, Your Honor.
Probation department has computed the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 5 to 23 months. Do you agree with that computation of guidelines?
Here, Your Honor.
Before the court passes sentence, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Lape?
Yes, Your Honor. Again, I would ask the court to adopt the recommendation that's placed in the pre-sentence investigation report. It is along the lines of the Killebrew agreement, and obviously that was given for a reason. Ms. McCord identified what Mr. Coates identified here, and obviously, Your Honor, I think Your Honor identifies it as well. Mr. Lape is really trying hard, and I think he's doing really well in regards to, he's benefiting from that effort. So I would ask the court to adopt the recommendation in this matter.
Okay. So, Mr. Lape, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
Just I've been down a long journey since then, and I've learned from my mistakes. Becoming a better person all the way through. So.
All right. Well, Mr. Lape, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been set upon the record at today's hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law and protection of society. Mr. Lape, you are 35 years old, and how many kids you got?
3.
All right, and you're involved in the family court program in Hillsdale.
Yes, ma'am.
And you found that beneficial.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have 5 prior felonies, 12 prior misdemeanors. Some people, I have someone who finally got it, and he's probably close to 50 now. So I'd rather you get it now than 15, 20 years from now. So I'm glad you're involved in that program. I know it's intensive, but it's a great benefit to you and your family. So it's sentence of the court, you'll be placed on probation for a period of 1 year. During the term of probation, you will obey and comply with all the provisions in your article of probation, as well as the family court in Hillsdale County. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You obviously are not to use any alcohol or intoxicants, any illegal controlled substances, paraphernalia. You're required to test as required, complete assessments as required, counseling if required. You must complete the Hillsdale County Circuit Court Family Recovery Program, which you're doing a great job on. So I commend you for that. Can't use any objects as a weapon, can't, have weapons in your possession. You must submit to search of your person and property. That could be your car, your phone, your computer, it could be your backpack, whatever, without need of a warrant. If the field agent has reasonable cause to believe that you have items which violate the conditions of your probation. There is a crime victim assessment fee in the amount of $130. Are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Full time?
Yes, ma'am.
You paying child support?
No, ma'am.
You got kids with you?
Yes.
Okay. There's a $30 a month supervision fee. You live in Hillsdale?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna order. How much you make an hour?
1825.
I'm gonna order $500 in court costs, $68 in state costs. There's a $60 per month supervision fee if I have to put a tether on you. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you'll be on probation with Miss Holly, and she'll give you like a monthly amount you have to pay,
Yes, ma'am.
and then you'll have to pay that. Mr. Coast, did you have something you wanted to add?
No, Judge, I was just listening in. He did do a great job with me, and I know he's participating well over in Hillsdale County, so he's doing a good job.
Excellent. All right. So, Mr. Late, my bailiff's going to hand down to your notice of right to appellate review. We're going to have you initial and date one copy for our records to acknowledge you received the paperwork. The other copies are for you, and if you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Mr.
right.
Late.
So, Ms. Walsh, you want him to report next Tuesday between 8 and 10?
Yep, to Miss Holly, please.
All right, so you're gonna be on probation with Miss Holly, so make sure you report next Tuesday between 8 and 10. Can you do that? Or is that recovery court day? What day do you have that recovery court?
Wednesdays.
Okay, and what is your work schedule?
I work 4 to 2:30 in the morning.
4 to 2:30 in the morning?
Yes.
All right, well, you're gonna be tired that day.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, make sure you get here between 8 and 10, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Murphy. Thank you, Mr. Late.
Yeah.
All right, so I am gonna go off live stream for the next sentencing.
The courtroom
No, ma'am.
begins in
Okay.
silence as Trevor
I'm
Scott
gonna
Craig
order-
appears for sentencing, facing charges that could have permanently altered his future.
How much you make an hour?
Represented by counsel,
1825.
Craig listens as the court
I'm
reviews
gonna
his
order
pre-sentence report,
$500 in
noting
court
strict
costs.
compliance with alcohol testing,
$68
daily
in
accountability,
state
and
costs.
consistent sobriety.
There's a $60
Every
per month
detail
supervision
points
fee
towards
if I
someone
have to put a
attempting to
tether on
rebuild
you. You
before
understand
judgment is
that?
passed.
So,
His
you'll be
attorney
on
speaks
probation
next,
with Miss
describing
Holly, and
months
she'll
of
give you like a
voluntary
monthly amount
Alcoholics
you have to
Anonymous
pay.
meetings,
Yes, ma'am.
letters
And
of
then you'll have to
support,
pay that.
and
Mr.
genuine
Coast,
effort.
did you have something you wanted to add?
This is not a defendant going through motions,
No, Judge, I
but
was
one
just listening
confronting
in.
the root of his
He did
behavior.
do a great job with me,
Craig
and
himself
I
addresses
know
the
he's
court with
participating
humility,
well over in
acknowledging
Hillsdale
the
County, so he's
desperation
doing a
that
good
finally
job.
pushed him to seek help for mental
Excellent.
health
All right,
struggles and
so,
addiction.
Mr. Late, my bailiff's
Then the
gonna hand
tone
down
shifts.
to your notice of right to
The
appellate
judge
review.
explains
We're
the
gonna have you
factors
initial
guiding
and date one
sentencing,
copy for our
public
records
safety,
to acknowledge you received
accountability,
the paperwork.
deterrence,
The other
and
copies are for
proportionality.
you, and if you wish to appeal your
While
sentence,
fines
you
and
would fill
costs
out
are
the
imposed
information on
instead
the
of
form and
incarceration,
mail it to the
the
address
courtroom grows
listed on the
heavy
form
when the
within
judge
42
delivers a
days, all
start
right?
warning.
Yes, ma'am.
Someone could have died. One moment, one decision, and Craig could have been facing life in prison. The mercy granted is framed not as leniency, but as a final chance. As the case concludes, another defendant steps forward. Christopher David Lee's story contrasts sharply.
All right,
With a
so,
long
Ms.,
criminal history, he
Walsh,
now
you want
stands
him
at a
to report
crossroads
next
after
Tuesday
entering
between
a
8 and 10?
treatment-focused court program.
Yep, to Miss Holly,
Despite
please.
past failures,
All
the
right, so
judge
you're gonna be on
recognizes
probation with Miss
progress,
Holly,
emphasizing
so
reform
make
over
sure you
punishment.
report next Tuesday between 8
Probation
and
replaces
10.
prison,
Can
but
you do
conditions
that?
are strict.
Or is that recovery court day? What day do
Compliance
you
is
have that
mandatory.
recovery court?
Wednesdays.
The message is
Okay,
clear
what is
for
your
both
work
men.
schedule?
The court may
I
offer
work 4 to
opportunity,
2:30 in
but
the morning.
responsibility
4 to
determines the
2:30 in the
outcome.
morning?
Yes.
All right,
In this
well, you're gonna be
courtroom,
tired that
justice
day.
is not
Yes,
just
ma'am.
punishment.
All right, make sure you get here between
It
8
is a
and 10,
moment where
okay?
futures
Yes,
hang
ma'am.
in balance,
All right, thank you,
shaped
Mr.
by
Murphy.
choices,
Thank you, Mr. Late.
accountability, and whether the
All
warning
right,
truly
so
changes
I am
everything.
gonna go off live stream.